All right, everybody. Tony D here. Just have some things I want to mention for you, give you some updates on what to expect here in the coming weeks, and a little bit of motivation here. I want to go over a couple things on my experience and so forth when I started. But anyhow, I wrote some things down. First things first. By the way, I'm using my headset because my computer microphone is still messing with me. I got 3 computers and not one of them has everything working perfectly. So I'm just using this. I just don't see the need to buy a whole computer just because of microphone. And it's easier to upload right off my computer than my smartphone. Anyhow, okay, so basically, as I mentioned already, I'm going to be doing some redoing the training, okay, the email training that I provide to everybody that joins on Team Destiny. And I'll have, it'll apply more to National Wealth Center. But one thing I'm going to do in this, because of all the changes and great stuff going on with NWC and the $50 level and, all the different products and all that, is I'm going to kind of do a little like a subtle upsell for you into the other levels. So in other words, if they only join at the $25 level, I'm going to encourage them, not high pressure or anything like that, just basically mention all the money that's being made, and to give them that little bit of that fear of loss that you don't want somebody to pass you up. So if you can afford to be in at the $50, $100 level, get in now. I'll also tell them to contact their sponsor, so that way if you're only in at the 25, they'll contact you, and basically they're paying your way in, right? I mean, they tell you they're going to join it, you join it, give them your link, or tell them to hold off so you can join, and then you join. So basically, it's going to be more money in all of our pockets because I'll be kind of doing some selling for you. So basically, you just got to worry about getting them in, getting them on board for the 25 bucks. I'll do the rest for you. Okay, so good things there. Also, as far as the IOL, the Income Out Loud opportunity, okay, I want to mention this because maybe I should have stressed this a little bit more. I will be putting this in the new training, okay. However, if you can't afford to get in there for the $25 a month, maybe you're struggling right now, don't worry about it. Here's the thing, I will put it in the training, but if you're not in it, simply instead of putting your link there, just leave the link out, and I'm going to tell them about the business, and they're simply going to contact you and say, hey, where's the link? It's missing in the email to join Income Out Loud. I want to get those marketing tools. It sounds awesome. And you just simply join, give them your link. They just paid your way in. So, if you can't get it now, don't worry about it. I mean, you guys, I'm doing this for you. I want us all to make more money without putting in any more effort. That's the whole idea of this, having multiple income streams, and the tools with Income Out Loud are just, second to none. I mean, it's revolutionary. I mean, it hasn't been done before. It's the first time to be able to get this Facebook viral thing going. So, that's just a must for any serious marketer. So, but I just want to say, if you can't afford to get in now, don't worry. On the other hand, if you are in now for the $10, I want to let you know that I talked to Jacob, one of the owners, my sponsor with National Wealth Center, of course, and he gave me the go as far as promoting it. You can go ahead and use if you're in there, you can use your viral link. The whole funnel system works. You just can't use it to promote NWC right now. However, all you do is once they join, you simply bring them into NWC on the back end, which is one thing that I'll be doing in the future anyhow, and we'll talk about that more later. But anyway, so want to touch bases with that. Let's see here. And oh yeah, and as far as Facebook marketing, as far as just posting on your wall, I'm going to put a little bit of training in there. As far as how to market on Facebook, if you want to show it to your friends and post it in your news feed and stuff like that, and kind of for really low cost, almost nothing. Okay, I'll be doing a little bit of that too for people that want to do social media marketing. And again, with Income Out Loud, I just want to go back to this for a second. You don't have to even be on Facebook to promote that business and use the Facebook marketing tool. That's the best part about it. If you don't want to talk to any of your friends on Facebook or even log in, you don't have to. You're going to be taking advantage of it going viral with everybody else's friends, okay, hitting the button and so forth. So just want to kind of clarify there. Now, as if this is a thing too, is I'm going to be well, this is important. I'm going to be eventually doing a training website for Team Destiny. As you guys know, I put all my training in an email, and if anything, that speaks pretty loudly. I kind of want to mention this. I got to where I'm at now. Now, I know I'm not making $30,000 a month, but mind you, I've only been marketing this for under 6 months, the end of January, as far as actually marketing the National Wealth Center business. And I'm going to easily clear over 7,000, possibly over 8,000 this month. If I don't make 10,000 next month, I'll make it in 2 months from now. I mean, I'm at the point of no return. I'm building exponentially, even faster since the beginning of NWC with all the new products. So I just want to mention, you don't have to have a website. Like, for instance, James Matthews, I give you his training. He must have put 100 hours of training in that, and I commend him for it because it's great. I don't have to worry about going through teaching people that, and I don't even have all that knowledge. I've only maybe gone through 25% of this website because most people don't have the time. I still don't have the time or want to have the time to put into doing my own website. But proof's in the pudding right here. You don't have to do that to make money. You just need a system. And I hate to keep stressing this, but consistency. Whatever form of marketing you do, you stick with it and don't stop for 2-3 months. Doesn't matter. You just don't stop. If I would have stopped in my first 30 days, going on the results I had, if I didn't have the passion to keep going, I'd be nowhere. I didn't start making money right off the bat. Mind you, this is important. I didn't know anybody. I had no contacts. So I'm not some, a guru that's got, thousands of people on a list that I could just, snap a finger and start making, $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 a month right off the get-go, out the gate there. I had nobody. I did postcard marketing. I borrowed my money from my girlfriend and maxed out a credit card for $500 just to start my postcard campaign. And here's what I want to stress. The first couple weeks, it got discouraging, but I didn't let it get to me. When my first lead came through, I didn't let it get to, I didn't, when I answered the phone, I didn't act like, oh man, this isn't really going that good. I was just as excited as if he was my 100th person. And you got to keep that intensity and that energy level up, or you're going to find that psychologically you're not there, and what's going to happen is going to portray that, you're going to portray that when you're talking to people, and they're going to be like, wow, this person's not really that excited about it, they must not be doing that well, maybe I should look at something else. It takes time, people, okay? It takes time. You'll start getting opt-ins in your autoresponder. They won't convert right away. If you get one, just consider yourself lucky, that's all. Let the autoresponder do its work. Once you start getting 50 to 100 people in your autoresponder, could do a broadcast out every few days. But just let it do its work. People, want to go out there and get all their information and, make sure it's not a scam, before they join. Then there's people that, they like the opportunity. You don't realize they're right on the fence. They're just saving up money so they can get in. So, you'll get to a point where you have 4 or 5 people that, are like right on the fence. You're like, oh, wow, but they're not getting in. Finally, one of them will fall in your lap, convert, and the next thing you know, there'll be a chain reaction, another one, and another one. But what you got to understand is the people that are converting aren't people that, if you're doing postcard marketing, it's not people that got your postcard last week. It's more or less somebody that got your postcard 3-4 weeks ago, possibly. Heck, I had somebody from January, late January, called me like a week and a half ago and got in. So, give it time, let it simmer, let it sink in. It's a numbers game and a waiting game sometimes as far as getting started. But once you fill that pipeline, if you stay consistent and keep doing your marketing, what you'll find out is that at any given moment, you'll have somebody at every phase of your funnel system. You'll have people, opting in, just receiving your postcard, or, if you're doing pay-per-click, just receiving your information, getting into your autoresponder, opting in. You'll have people that have been, reading about it for a week or two, and then you're going to have people that are, asking questions that, if they're asking questions, they're sold. It's just a matter of you telling them what they want to hear to get in, or they wouldn't even be coming to you, okay? And then there's people that are getting in, and you'll find that at every given moment, there'll be people in every step of that process. As long as you stay consistent and keep doing it and don't stop, don't look back, don't dwell on, oh, this person said he was going to get in and he didn't. Don't worry. Guess what? If he doesn't get in now, he'll get in a month from now. You'll forget all about him, and he'll come back and call you and say, hey, you probably forgot about me, but I'm ready to get started. I get these calls all the time. So just be patient and understand that it is a slow process. Now, this is the thing. This is important. I know I'm rambling on, but I just feel there's a need to say all this, okay? And when you join this business, guys, I mean, we take for granted that it's $25, as little as $25 to get started. Even at the $100 level, geez, and if you're in all three levels, $175. Really? You're starting a business for $175? Unfortunately, a lot of times people treat something, they put in what they paid for. It's kind of like, going to a restaurant, right? And you paid for, $100 steak. You're going to make sure you eat every bit of it and get the most, get your money's worth, right? Because you paid for it and you feel committed to finishing that steak. And on top of that, you're like, man, this is the best steak. Even though maybe it wasn't the best steak, you're going to say it because mentally you feel like it has to be. That you put a lot into this. You emptied your wallet for it or whatever. And I guess my point is, you need to treat this business like you paid. If you didn't pay $100,000 for it, treat it like you borrowed $100,000. You financed, you took out a business loan for $100,000 and to start this business, and you have to make it work because you got to pay that $100,000 back. And if that was the truth, if that was really the case, okay, I bet you bet your ass you would put a lot more into this business. You would not let, no matter what, you would keep going. You'd stay consistent. You'd have passion in it because you would have to make it work. That's where I was 6 months ago. I had to make it work. I was broke, man, and I haven't worked for the man in 15 years. I've been in my own business for 15 years and was not for the life of me going to go back into a 9-to-5 or for that any matter having a boss, period. Okay, so I had to make it work, and that's why I did. And I did this with no contacts, no website. I mean, it's just passion, and knowing that it will pay off. And just like Peter Wolfing says, he says it best that right now you're going to put in a lot of work that you're not getting paid for, but that's because down the road you're going to be getting paid a lot of money for work that you're not doing or that you've already done. Okay, so you put your time in, and trust me, it gets easier and easier and easier to make more and more money. I mean, it's truly amazing. I knew at the beginning I was going to do whatever it took to succeed. I knew no matter what. I don't care how many no's. If I got 100 no's before the first person signed up, I don't care. I'm going to make it work. And you need to understand that if you have only 30 people in all three levels, you're making $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month, over $5,000 a month, I think it is, at just 30 people. And of course, as Peter would say, with like 500 or 467 people or something at all three levels, in your downline, in your pay, power line, in your pay line, you're making over $1 million a year. You're making $80-some thousand per month. And hey, what if it takes a year and a half, 2 years to get there? So what, right? If you're making $100,000 your first year, it's smooth sailing. And I'm already at the, basically going to be at that point. So, I see it happening. I'm living it, okay? But that's about it, guys. I just wanted to really just kind of go over, like I say, get you some updates and things going on. And, hopefully this inspired you a little bit. I'm just an average guy. I just have a passion. I have a passion to make it happen. And, network marketing, man, I don't know if you guys know, there's more millionaires created in network marketing than any other business in the world, period. Somebody gives you an objection, says, oh, that's a scam or it's a pyramid, or it's no, it's network marketing. And guess what? There's more millionaires in this business than any other business. It's a fact, okay? So, on that note, that's about it. Let me make sure I hit on everything here. I wrote down some stuff just because I didn't want to miss out. The new training website, I mentioned that. Okay, that's about it, guys. But hopefully you watched all this, and I didn't talk your ear off, but hopefully you got something out of it. Give this to your team. Share this video with your team, and let's go get them, guys. Let's go get them.